name. Yes, I know his name now. It was hella stalker, alright? I was like being sus and I was like loitering around because like I had no business being at the front desk after I put my punching card, you know? It was so silly. Oh, sweet liberty. Okay, wait, chill out, Panda. I'm pacing the story. Come on. I'm pacing the story, Panda. Calm down. I ate his name. What fuck, man? This was back in the day of like MSN Messenger, you know, back in MySpace days. You know, I need to set the how old I am. Okay, I'm old. Okay, dude. Honestly, looking back, he wasn't even that good looking. I don't even know why I had a crush on him. So okay, but little baby old me had a crush on him. All right. That was all that mattered back then. And so for the longest time, right, I was like the shyest person in class and I never ever talked to him. Okay. And then I had this really loud mouth bitch ass of a friend, right? And she would always like it was my mistake for confiding in her. Cause I told her like, oh, I have a crush on this guy in our class. And she was so fucking loud. She was like, what? And I'm like, shh. Stop! And she's like, why don't you go talk to him? I come from an all-girls school, by the way, so I didn't know how to act around guys, you know, just the same as how guys didn't know how to act around girls. But I had this one girlfriend, right, from tuition class that she was from a co-ed school, right? So so she was more like open to you know, talking to the boys compared to me, right? And so she was so fucking loud. Yeah, she literally was like, "What's his name? Do you know his name?" And I'm like, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, Jesus Christ!" Okay, so the TLDR was basically that, like, uh, upon more stalking, right, and more like digging information and stuff, I found his MySpace and I found his email through his MySpace. Yo, I sound like a top tier stalker. I found his email through MySpace, right? Okay, and then I added him on MySpace, and then he added me back for whatever stupid reason. We were all young dumb kids on the internet with zero like internet like security, you know. I think giving our ASL to everybody and everyone in the random ass internet world, you know, no safety whatsoever, right? So he added me, and then for the longest time. So this boy, I don't know what kind of life he lives, but he only shows up. He only comes online at the latest fucking hours of the night, like way past like bedtime. And I would have to like come up with excuses to tell my parents that I need to stay up past bedtime to just to be online to talk to this motherfucking bitch, okay? I had to stay up to tell my parents. I gotta give them like excuses so that I can talk to this motherfucking bitch. And the worst part about it is that every time I would wait for him to start the conversation, but he would never start the conversation. I would go to a point where like I would go offline and then go online again, because you know when you're on MSN you get like a notification when somebody goes online. And I would go offline and go online again, and I'm like, come on, look at it. Talk to me. Talk to me, motherfucker. Actually, yeah, I did that too. I was like, oops, sorry. Misclick. We were so dumb back then. Oops, my bad. But anyway, I made the first move. I made the first move. I said hi to him, and then blah blah blah. So we on and off we would have a good online relationship where we would talk to each other almost every other night. But I would have to stay up for it, right? And he would like send me like funny stuff, and he would nudge me and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, we're becoming friends. You know, we're becoming fast friends. We're talking every day, and you know, he's sending me like funny stuff, and I'm sending him funny stuff. Like, you know, we're vibing, right? This is working. This is working. And then every time when I would being all cute, I know, right? Being all cute, and you, oh, young love, look at this shit. And every time when I would go to tuition, because I talked to this best friend bitch, Num is playing. Yeah, it is. Num is playing. Yes, it is. Must listen. I mean, you can listen to both. I'm just saying. Okay, so like, but we only would talk like online. We wouldn't like if I, because I see him every day at tuition as well. But I don't. Hi Yunwei, you're just in time for story. You're just in time for story time. Well, in the middle of story time, but it's okay. Where's my baby drawer? Did it go off? I don't think it did. Did it? Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's not it. And the funny part is that like we would see each other every day on like at tuition, right? But we would never like talk face to face. And the only one okay, back then I was like in between, sort of hovering between like maybe I'm a girl, maybe I want to be a tomboy, maybe I'm a lesbian. I don't know. I was a confused gay child, all right? But I didn't know I was gay because back then I didn't have that sort of education yet. And so I was sort of hovering between like being a tomboy and being like a girly girl, and you know, I'm in between stuff, you know. I'm wearing like oversized pants one day and I'm wearing like shorts the other day, you know, the kind of thing, you know. I'm confused. But anyway, back then I was a very sporty kid, right? And so like when I would talk to my tuition like best friend, the loud ass bitch of a person, about like my sports and like school and stuff, you know, she'll be so, I don't know why this bitch is so loud. She is so fucking, every time I talk to her, the whole world knows about our conversations. I don't know why she's so loud. I found my she is naturally like loud. She's not like loud on purpose, you know, like deliberately loud. She's just naturally loud. And I'm like, why the fuck are you so loud? It was so, I couldn't stand it. Hi Stella. And then so there was one day when I was having a conversation with her, right? And I was talking about basketball or some shit, because there was a broken ass court like opposite the school, but everyone in the school uses it, including me. So I was telling her about like the game I was playing with like other people in the school and all that stuff. And then she was so fucking loud. She was like, "What? You're so short. Why do you play basketball? How do you even shoot the hoop?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness. Just use your inside voice. Use inside use your inside voice, please." And then obviously the whole class heard the fucking conversation, right? And this was the one and only time this other guy like joined and spoke to me in public. All right, this was the one time, the one recorded time that he spoke to me in public that is like ingrained in my memory. He responded to what she said, and he was like, "What? You play basketball? No way." And I'm like, "Fight me, bitch." I was like, "You wanna go?" I don't know what came over me, but I was like, "So you wanna go, bro? We go now. We go shoot some hoops now." Fucking motherfucker. It was like the meme, right? I went to my friend's house. Bro went to a friend's house. What? I don't understand the meme. That was the one. Yeah, I was like, 1v1 me, bitch. And then he was like, "No, I don't wanna. You're a girl." And I'm like, what the fuck? I was so unnecessarily mad that day. And then, oh my god! And then my friend was so excited. She was like, "Oh my god, talk to you." This was the one time she used her inside voice. She was like, "Oh my god, he's talking to you!" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" This was like back when we were in high school, so you can imagine a bunch of high school kids in like a tuition class, you know, waiting for the teacher to get in, and we're just like noisy and talking over everyone else. But no, I went home a really happy girl that day. I was like, yes, he talked to me. I'll take what I can get. Because boys are dumb. Oh my god. And then after that, I continued talking to him on MSN the same night. And then we never spoke. I basically was like, so when are we fighting? So when are we playing basketball together? And he was like, haha, I was just joking. And I was like, I know. You're a coward. And it went on normally for like a couple of days, couple of months maybe. I don't know how long we were actually talking for. But then it came that one day, right? Where that one fateful day where he popped the question. Don't get excited, guys. Don't get excited. This is not a love story, guys, okay? Where he popped the question. It was like, I remember it was a super duper like late night, and we were having like those more of like those heart-to-heart conversations. And he was like, you know, the life is not this. It's not, unfortunately, it's not. We were having one of those heart-to-heart conversations, complaining about our parents and all that stuff, you know, being a teenager, so angsty, oh my god, life's so hard, wah. And then after that, like, I remember it was super late as well. It was way past my bedtime. My parents are asleep, and I'm the last one awake. He basically, so you want to 1v1? No. He actually asked if I wanted to be his girlfriend, and I was like, for real? Are you joking? Then he's like, no, I'm not joking. And I was like, yes. I went to bed so happy. I was like, yes, I won. I fucking won. Oh my goodness. It was so anticlimactic the way I'm telling it, but hear me out, okay? This is like the shortest relationship I've ever been in. The next day was a weekend. I woke up, I logged in, I did my internet things. Don't celebrate, Anonzi. Delete that shit. I went on MSN, right? And I saw him come online. And then this is the few occasions where he spoke to me first. He was like, hey, are you there? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? He was like, about the thing I said yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, forget about it. And then I sat at the PC. I remember I sat at the public, like, you know, you have the family PC where everybody uses it, and it's in like the public as fuck like room, so your parents can see what the fuck you're doing on the computer. I'm literally sitting in that fucking computer, and he's like, forget about it. And I'm like, like holding back my tears because I was like so happy the night before. It wasn't even yeah, exactly. I was like, what do you? But you got squeezed by the rollback frames. This relationship didn't even last 12 hours. No, 24 hours. Maybe it lasted 12 hours. I don't fucking know. Hello, Werewolf Moon. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. He literally was like, forget about it. And I was like, okay, I guess. But we can still talk, right? We're still friends. And then he didn't reply me. He didn't answer me at all about the friend thing. And so I was, from that day onwards, every time I would see him at tuition, he didn't block me though. I could still see like his statuses and stuff. So he technically didn't block me. He just ignored me basically. But from that day onwards, when I saw him at tuition, he would like avoid eye contact at all costs. Like he would look at me, but then like I would catch him looking, but then he would like quickly look away. And I'm just like, what the fuck you playing at, bro? Like, you don't want to talk to me anymore. And then you pull this kind of fucking shit. And at that point, I was over it. I was more pissed off than sad. I was sad for like a couple of days. And then after that, oh, this is the best song. This is fucking best song for this situation right here. After that, I was over it. I was like, fuck this guy. But my friend obviously was late. My loud ass friend was probably fucking late to the news, right? I told her already. I told her the day after, and I was like, ma'am, we no longer talk about this guy. We don't associate ourselves with this guy. And yeah, that's it. We don't talk about him anymore, okay? And she's like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, nothing happened. He said some bad shit, and I don't want to be friends with him anymore. Okay? And that was the end of it. I never spoke to him anymore. I don't know what happened to him in life. Whatever, you know? Whatever. Just delete this man from my life. Delete this boy from my life because he's dumb. Alright? Fast forward, guys. Fast forward all the way to like Facebook days. Okay? Fast forward. I'm like a college kid. I've got a little bit of confidence, you know? I've got a little bit of like fuck you energy now. I've got a little bit of I take no shit from people kind of energy, you know? Fast forward, you know? I got a random ass friend notification on Facebook. Hi, Jibby. Nothing. I'm telling chat story. I got a random ass notification on Facebook, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me see who this is. I open it. It's a friend request. No mutuals. But I guess I was free that day or some shit. And I opened it. I clicked on the profile and I looked at the profile picture and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, how the tables have turned. Whoa. How the tables have turned. Table turn round, turn, table turn. I had a good laugh. I had a good laugh when I saw the profile pictures, and I was like, you know what? Let's see where this goes. let's see where this goes, right? Clearly it took the effort to find me on Facebook, you know, because we haven't talked in like forever. And so I was like, okay, I approved the friend request and I left it there. I didn't do anything else with it. I just went on my merry day. And then, ding, there was a message. There was a DM. The boy slide into my DMs. He's like, hey Rachel, how's things? Fuck you, bitch. No, I didn't say that. I was like, it's going great. Play cool. You gotta play cool, guys. I was like, it's pretty good. I'm in Singapore now. I'm studying, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, cool. How's Singapore? Oh, who's this? He was like, oh, cool. How's Singapore? And I'm like, Singapore's great. It's pretty fun here. And he's like, oh, I'm coming to Singapore in a couple of weeks. You wanna go grab coffee? And I'm like, nah, I'm busy. I've got a lot of I've got a lot of college work, you know, a lot of assignments to keep up with. I'm on my final year. I'm about to graduate and find a job here, so all like that's great. Jimmy, you don't know the war crimes that this boy has committed against his younger self, me. All right, this is my retribution right here. And then he popped the real sly question. It wasn't sly at all. You know how like when the boys try to check if the girl has like a girlfriend, they're not smooth at all. I feel like y'all need to find a new strategy to figure out whether the girl is like taken or not. Cause like this whole like got boyfriend or not, ha ha ha. I'm just joking. Like it's not smooth, guys. We know what you're doing. And back then I didn't have one, so I was like, nah, I'm busy studying. I don't have time for a relationship. Fuck it. so that conversation kind of ended there. He said some other things, but I was like, I'm yours to reply. It's like small talk. I don't really care anymore. I know, I'm over it. And then fast forward a little bit more, right? He's probably planning his trip to Singapore, and so he pings me again. I was just scared. Dang it, boys, we gotta find a new tactic now. No. So, he fast forward, right? So he was closer to his Singapore trip ish already. And so he pinged me again, and he was like, "Oh, I'm coming down to Singapore on this and this date. I'm free. If you want to grab coffee and hang out and catch up, I wouldn't mind." And I'm like, so I decided to choose violence that day apparently. And I was like, and I basically told him that, like, you know, you called me ugly, right? Back when we were kids. And then he was like, ha 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 ha, but now you pretty. And I'm like, huh? No, Okami, this is just playing with your food. This is not playing hard to get at all. I do not want this guy. I do not want this guy. This guy is. I would never. Imagine if he said, "Well, yeah, dude." Honestly, if he pinged, all right. Honestly, if I feel like if a person pings you a second time after you have rejected the first invitation to hang out, they obviously want to hang out, you know? Because he asked the first time already, and I said I'm busy, right? He didn't really give me dates or anything, but whatever, right? But he took the effort before his trip to ping me a second time and be like, here are the dates. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in the country that you are in, and I want to grab coffee with you. You know, he asked the second time. So clearly, I don't give a shit whether he meant it or not, right? I don't give a shit whether he meant it or not that I'm pretty. I don't care. I don't, it doesn't matter to me anymore. People's opinions don't matter to me anymore. And I'm at a point in my life where nobody can make me feel inferior without my consent, okay? Like, I'm at a point where this is, like, I've got zero fucks to give anymore. And so, I was like, I don't know if I want to grab coffee with you. I told him, right? I was like, it's like, but you're pretty now. And then I was like, so, what? I was so confused. Like, I didn't know what to say after he said that, because I was, huh? Like, what kind of conversation is that? Like, I want to grab coffee with you because you're pretty now? Like, what the fuck? Only pumpkin will stop consenting to pumpkin. Oh my goodness. It was so fucking dumb. Y'all. Boys are dumb. Boys are dumb. So dumb. But you ain't pretty, so I don't want to get coffee with you. Panda. Panda. No, honestly, dude. Puberty was not kind to this guy. You know how, like, back when y'all were kids, you know, everyone had like the baby face, the smooth skin, and then puberty hits you, right? Puberty hits you, and then you go to either like extremes. One is where you get like shitty fucking like acne and your face is just destroyed for life. Or like puberty is really kind to you and you become like fucking what's that Witcher guy? Henry Cavill. Like puberty for dudes, what I've noticed is that for dudes especially, puberty only goes both ways. Goes two ways for dudes. You either get like absolute ass of an acne attack on your face and you don't take care of it and you literally look like the surface of the moon by the time you hit your like 20s or your 25, you know, when you're 25s. and you either like that's what puberty does to you, or puberty like blesses you and turns you into Henry Cavill. And this boy, I bless his soul, I have no more beef with him, but I'm gonna call it karma right here for him being a bitch to me. Puberty was not kind to this guy, and good lord, he looked like the surface of the moon. He looked like cheese. It's true, but dumb and even dumber in puberty. What happened? Nothing happened. I'm just telling stories. He's still in puberty? I don't think so. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, it was pretty. It's a story I enjoy telling very much on stream. Because it's about this one boy that broke my heart when I was a wee little lass. And then the turntable turned, come around many, many years later. Where... Oh my god, what an apt song. Look at this. This playlist is on fire today. I got the shortest side of the stick, to be fair. It's because you guys don't care for skincare. They just say that it is what it is and not care. Exactly. But back then it was time to break something of him. I guess so. When you go. But that was it. That was it. It was so funny. It was like, it's a core memory in my brain. Cause it lives rent-free in my brain now. Why can't I feel it? What's going on? Yeah, it's a canon event. Cause I was so excited. I was really into him, you know? I was really, really into him. Boys be like, I'm using this all-in-one body shower and should be sufficient for everything, including hair, beard. Dude, yeah, like how? You guys not? Like, maybe wash your face, you know, do like a face mask every once in a month or some shit. But no, honestly, this is one of my favorite stories to tell especially when I come around the topic of like talking about how like men are dumb or boys are dumb. I cry so hard from playing it. We use water. Dude, it's so nasty. Y'all, that's nasty. Is where you ought to stay. I think we use blue. And after all the... It is. I used to not have a skincare routine as well. But I recently started. I'm not very good at like maintaining it, like doing it every day, but I do it on occasion when I feel like I deserve to treat myself. And I feel like, I don't know, okay, like part and parcel of why I don't have Hi Jules, welcome in, thank you for the follow. Part and parcel of the reason why I don't have any more like acne breakout. I used to have a lot of them when my period like rolls around, because my hormones would be out of whack, and then it's either that or like the stress levels would be out of whack, all that stuff, and then it causes like breakouts on my face, and I absolutely hate it because I look ugly when the fucking pimple is on my face, and it's always front and center, and it's always the ugliest, biggest fucking zit in the fucking world, and I can't hide it, and everyone will point out, and I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I swear to God. Imagine me, I need to like complete a lot of stuff before I like, yes, I deserve this. Yesterday. So yeah. No, Panda, my mom as well, when I was going through